Morning, evening, afternoon, TimTheTatman 2, just chatting podcast version of me. We got a banger and one that you might not like me for you today. What we got for you, here's my Thanksgiving dinner tier list. Now, essentially what that means is all of the dishes, all of the sides, all of the drinks that you have at Thanksgiving, I put them on a tier list on whether or not I would get seconds, they're okay, I don't know about it, or a hard pass. I'm gonna tell you at the front of the video, you might not agree with me, but this is my list. And if you have a different list, that's fine. Be sure to drop a like on this and share it with a friend. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, TimTheTatman 2, then hit the sub button and ring the bell. Otherwise, I'm going to strangle Kevin. Be sure to tell somebody you love them. Okay, I'll catch you in the next one. A tier list about Thanksgiving foods. I can already tell you at the front, before I even pick anything here, okay? I'm about to have hot takes in this, okay? I'm letting you know at the front, all right? I'm telling you up front, chat, that some of you might get mad for my choices here, okay? Let's start good. Apple pie, okay? Apple pie. Apple pie is one of the most goated desserts ever. I'm a big fan of apple pie. I love apple pie. We love this. I'm not a sweet fat guy. I don't really eat a lot of sweet foods. I'm definitely a savory guy, but I love apple pie. That's like one of my exceptions. I don't know if it's because my grandma made such good apple pie growing up, but I love apple pie. So it's elite. I'll get it in seconds. And it's funny because Alexis doesn't like warm fruit. So like we're complete opposites with that. So I will get a second slice of apple pie. I will. Okay. Starting off easy. Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is okay. I'm not a huge guy. I'm not huge on it. It's okay. What I'll say is I think I like the whipped cream on top more than I like the pumpkin pie. Elite? Oh, come on. Guys, pumpkin pie is practically out of a can. Stop it. Stop. Seriously, stop. It's okay, but it's not that good. It's not. And you guys need to accept that, bro. It's okay, but it's not that good. Apple pie over pumpkin pie all day, literal. I'm gonna do this one because we're all thinking it. Brussels sprouts, hard pass, right? Tell me y'all are with me on that. Hard pass. You guys like Brussels sprouts? No, you don't. Oh, one of the worst dishes ever. I added a tier here called shouldn't be included in Thanksgiving dinner. Tim, what about Brussels sprouts roasted in butter? Right, you like butter. It really, I think I have a bigger problem with food in general. You don't like Brussels sprouts, you like butter and bacon. That's what you like. And you put it on Brussels sprouts to, I don't know, like suit your fancy. You don't like Brussels sprouts, you like butter and bacon. That's what you like. I say the same thing about when I see people eating lobster tail. Say the same thing. You don't like lobster tail, you like butter. You're literally using lobster tail as a vessel for butter. That's all you're doing. Biscuits. Great. I can snack on biscuits all day. I think of like Red Lobster biscuits. Actually, I'd probably get seconds. But yeah, it's just an appetizer. I go great. I love biscuits. I love biscuits in butter. But I eat biscuits without butter as well, just to be clear. Biscuits are really great, man. I'm a big fan. They're dry AF. Yeah, that sounds like that's a you problem, and maybe someone in your household kind of sucks at cooking. So definitely sounds like a you problem, man. So maybe you should figure that out if they're dry, right? Squash. I'm going squash. Squash is. Here's what I'll say about squash. I have had great squash. And I've also had terrible squash. So it's such a hit or miss, but I'm going to go a maybe. Because like I've had some squash that I've loved. I've had a squash dish that's actually been really good. Like a butter squash that's been like kind of like mashed up a bit. It's just a 50-50. I go maybe. It's just, sparkling juice. It's okay. Like for the kids, like I'm not going to drink it, but like I'd rather have beer, And while we're on like the drink topic, they have wine here. This is just me. I'm not a wine guy. I don't fucking like it. So like, I guess for me personally, it'd be like this. I would be a maybe on sparkling, and I don't drink wine. I just don't do it. I don't do red wine. I don't like wine. I don't know why. I'm just not a wine guy. Yeah, just not what I like. Yeah, I mean, you can say L chat, but it's my literal take, and this is my list, not your list. So, green bean casserole, great dish. W dish. W. I typically don't get seconds. Typically, I'm not good. That's why I'm not throwing that in elite, because I typically don't get seconds, but I usually do a big helping of green bean casserole. I'm a big fan of it. So it's a great thing to have in Thanksgiving dinner. Love it. Cornbread, also W, bro. Also great. I said the same thing about biscuits, that I don't really consider it seconds, but I'll have a couple pieces of cornbread, and I'll have a couple biscuits, right? Cornbread and biscuits, I love, bro. Big W. And especially, here's one thing I want to say: cornbread in the South is a lot better than cornbread up north. I don't know why. I guess the South just knows how to make it better, but cornbread down here especially is so much better. I liked cornbread in New York, but and the South is just better. Straight up corn, while we're talking about this, I'm going maybe on corn, and here's why. It depends on how this is made. If you just throw this in water and you just boil it and you throw it on the table with a slab of butter next to it, I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to eat it. If you throw this thing on the grill, right, you get some nice grilled char marks on there, you get a little lime zest in there, that I'm eating. That's why I'm going maybe on corn. It depends. I don't like traditional throw it in the pot, you boil it, you throw butter on it, and that's how you eat it. I would much rather eat it grilled. Much rather. Creamed corn. This is a tough one. I'm going between great and okay. I like creamed corn a lot, actually. I'm a big fan. So I'm gonna go okay. I'm gonna put it with pumpkin pie. There's times where I'm really in the mood for it, because I don't like it as much as like green bean casserole. But there's times where I'm like, man, cream corn sounds great. And there's other times where I'm like, man, I don't want that. I'm going okay on cream corn. It's good. It's a solid side dish on the turkey, on the Thanksgiving dinner. It is. Stop talking to me about pumpkin pie. It's not elite. Okay? This might be a tough pill for you to swallow. All right, but pumpkin pie is not that good. Apple pie shits on pumpkin pie, literally shits on it in every way, shape, and form. Dinner rolls. That's just a maybe for me. Anyone else with me on dinner rolls there? Dinner rolls don't get me hard. You know what I mean? I borderline get hard when I see cornbread. Dinner rolls, they're just like little biscuits with bullshit, and here's how you guys. Some of you were saying L. Let me. Maybe you don't understand, so let me try to make you understand. I can eat cornbread by itself. If I have those dinner rolls that are pre-packaged, I gotta dip that shit in something. I'm not eating it straight, and that's facts. Some of you talking about Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse have the best rolls I've ever had, best ones I've ever had. Even in that situation, I have to dip it in the butter. I don't want to eat it without the butter. Dinner rolls are a maybe for me. It depends. It's just a maybe. Here's what I'll say. Here's the reason that dinner rolls are good at Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm going to explain why. When you're done with your meal and you got that mixture of everything left on your plate. You got a little spot with corn, you got green casserole, you got some ham, you got some gravy. You can just mop it right up with the roll. That is the one real plus that I would say to a dinner roll on Thanksgiving dinner. You can almost clean your plate with it. That is a good feature of it, but not the best. All right, now we're getting into some good ones here. Okay. I'm gonna go roasted vegetables quick here. All right. Roasted vegetables are a maybe for me as well. It really depends on how they're made. I'm very picky. I just know what I like. It's like it depends. If it's got some olive oil and some salt and some pepper, cooked well, I'd eat it. But there's time, like, to be honest with you, at Thanksgiving dinner, I don't really get horny when I see a roasted vegetable. I'm like, I'd rather eat cream corn, or I'd rather eat some green bean casserole. You know what I mean? Tim, this is why you're fat. Yeah, I'm starting to look at this list here, and I'm really starting to see why I'm overweight. It's basically carbs are okay plus, and everything else is like an L. 25 for fussy. Cream corn over corn on the cob must be a pussy. Jellied cranberry. Shouldn't even be on the table. I don't know what this tradition is where we got jellied cranberry on the Thanksgiving table, but that should move on. We should not have that anymore. As a collective choice across humanity, we should not eat jellied cranberry on Thanksgiving dinner ever again. I have never in my history of my life seen anyone eat that. Anyone. It just sits there, it jiggles around when people accidentally hit the plate, and then it gets tossed. That's all that happens. Gravy. Man, my hot takes are about to come in high here. You guys are gonna get so mad at me. Gravy is okay. This is gonna be, oh boy, people are gonna get mad at me for this one, man. I'm not a gravy guy. I don't like gravy. It's okay. It doesn't excite me that much. It's only okay. It's not bad, right? But I'm not like, oh boy, gravy. It's not a maybe. Here's what I'll say. I'll usually put a little bit of gravy on my mashed potatoes, but that's it. I'm sorry. It's my list. I'm not going to apologize. It's my list. Mashed potatoes. Let's transition into this. Mashed potatoes. Great. Not elite for me. Not elite. I usually don't get seconds. Mashed potatoes are a solid. My elite list is going to be very limited. I want you guys to know that. I'm very picky on what I get seconds for, and you're about to see why. Mashed potatoes are a great addition to my Thanksgiving dinner, and that's what I put a little gravy on. But I don't do seconds. I'll do one big scoop, one fat scoop of mashed potatoes, and then some gravy. But then I'm done. I don't go back for seconds on it. I don't. It's a great dish to have. I love having it on Thanksgiving dinner. I usually don't go for seconds. Cranberry sauce. Hard pass for me. Now part of this is, here's the bigger problem here. Part of this is I'm not really big on cranberries in general, but I don't think this one shouldn't be included because this jellied cranberry is just unappetizing to look at. But cranberry sauce, like when it's done like that, it looks nice, but I've never eaten it. Never. I'm not a cranberry guy. I don't like cranberry sauce. I just don't like doing it. We're getting down to it here, boys. Sweet potato casserole. Here's what I'm going to say before I rank this one. Sweet potato casserole confuses me, and here's why. It almost tastes like a dessert, but for some reason we throw it into the main course. So it kind of throws me off with that. I will say that. That's like the only thing I can really complain about it is like, it's almost like it should be a dessert with how sweet it is, you know. But at least growing up in my house, they always threw it in the main course because it's a sweet potato. It's a great dish. I don't go for seconds on it. The only thing about it that I can really complain about is what I just said, where I don't know. The thing that throws me off is it's like it's an entree dish, but it tastes kind of sweet. That's one thing about it that throws me off with like the marshmallows and stuff. Tim, it's supposed to be a dessert. Well, I guess I was just raised wrong because that's how we ate it. But even still, it's a great dish, but I wouldn't get seconds of it. Wouldn't get seconds. Stuffing. We have to have a conversation about stuffing, and I need you guys to hear me and I need you to understand me, which is why I'm about to explain this. I used to love stuffing. Every Thanksgiving, I would have multiple scoops of stuffing, and it would go to elite very easily. When I was 10, my father changed his stuffing recipe, and he put, I believe they're called giblets or gizzards in it, and it ruined stuffing for me. I don't know why he did that. So I guess in my head, am I doing stuffing based on the original recipe that I had where I would love it? Or am I doing stuffing from 10-year-old, almost 20 years of stuffing? Because I have not gotten a scoop of stuffing since he put those, I think it's a chicken gizzard in the stuffing. I haven't done it. I am going to go OG stuffing, and I'm going to say it's elite. But with the recent recipe that my dad has done, I literally am here with it. I want you guys to understand that. The chicken thing that he did, I told him flat to his face. I was like, Dad, this ruined stuffing for me. But original stuffing, OG, I loved it. I had multiple scoops. I loved it. Now we're getting down to the part where this is gonna scalloped potatoes. I like scalloped potatoes. I like them. I don't love them. I like them. And a lot of times I'll usually do one solid scoop of them. So for me, it's a great dish. It's not a second dish for me. It's okay. It's not okay. It's better than okay. It's better than gravy. It's better than cream corn. For me, it's a great dish. I usually don't do multiple scoops of scalloped potatoes though. I usually do one. I'll eat it. I'll be good. I'll be good. Turkey. Actually, I'm gonna save the ham and turkey for last. All right. Mac and cheese. If there is something above elite, I'd put it for mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is the godsend for me. And to be honest with you, the thing I probably eat the most of on Thanksgiving. Mac and cheese is goated in every way, shape, and form. I'll do borderline 3 to 4 scoops of mac and cheese on Thanksgiving dinner. It is what I love to eat, and it's what I will just consume so much of. So much. Ham. This is where this whole list is going to be very controversial. It's my list. This is your list, Tim. You can do what you want. It's your list. I can't do this one because people are going to start getting mad at me. Tim, it's your list. Ham's a hard pass. I'm not going to eat it. I don't eat it. I don't eat ham on Thanksgiving dinner. I don't fucking eat it. I don't like ham. I just don't. I don't eat ham. I've never ever in my life been like, oh boy, thank goodness we got a hickory honey ham in the oven. I've never in my life said that sentence. Ever. There's one exception that I would say, and sometimes there's like a glaze on it that makes it okay. For me, I want you guys to understand something, bro. For me, ham, I think it's like a texture thing. I don't know. It's something about it. It's just you cut into it. It kind of flops open a little bit. It's kind of like flabby, like my cock, and it just doesn't. I don't want to eat it. I just don't want to eat it. And to be honest with you, if you think ham was bad, I think we should stop having fucking turkey. I don't like turkey on Thanksgiving, bro. I don't like it. I hate it. I never eat it ever in my life. Here's what I'll say. I have eaten ham on Thanksgiving. I've never, ever since I was a kid, I would pass on turkey every single time. Tim, what do you eat on Thanksgiving? I knew this list was going to be a tough one for me to look at because this is what I eat. Apple pie, stuffing, and mac and cheese. And this is why I'm overweight. I literally, on Thanksgiving dinner, I'm not exaggerating. I'll do a scoop of mac and cheese. I'll have some beers. I'll have some stuffing. And then I'll eat some apple pie before I go to bed. It's just what I like eating, man. I don't enjoy turkey. I don't like it. It doesn't, it's even, and just to be clear, I've had like turkey that's made well. I just don't, I don't like it. I'm not a turkey guy. Alexis just said, not true. You eat all the apps. Okay. So she's being very literal here. I eat a lot of the appetizers we have. I eat like the cheese bites and shit like that. And then I eat mac and cheese. And then I just eat carbs all day. She goes, chicken wing dip, chips, poppers. Honey, chicken wing dip and all that stuff's not on this list. Okay. This is the list I got. All right, honey. A baked brie, honey. Hun, this isn't a literal list of our dinner, okay? It's like a general. Yeah, she actually made a good point. Rye-boat dip. You ever have rye-boat dip, bro? It's lit. I eat rye-boat dip. I could like spoon that shit. I could put my whole face into rye-boat dip, dead ass. But you guys don't know rye-boat dip? It's like, what kind of bread is it? Is it rye bread? Am I saying rhino? Rye? RYEBOAT DIP, rye boat dip. Oh, wait, honey, that's not rye bread. She says it's pumpernickel bread and it's a dill dip. What? Honey, then why do I call it rye boat? I've been saying it wrong my whole life and y'all just agreed with me growing up? Listen. I want you guys to understand something about my list here. I understand that you might have a different choice of my list, right? But I just need you to understand there are things, bless me. I know a lot of you are going to disagree. I almost feel like I can't put turkey out just because of tradition. Okay. There's too many years of tradition to not have a turkey on Thanksgiving, but I will put it here on hard pass for me. And that's dead ass. It feels too much to not be included in it. It does. I feel like there's some respect, and to be fair, a lot of my family, they'll eat the turkey. I just don't eat it. So a hard pass for me. I'll go hard pass. Here's what I'll say. Some of you are asking me. I want you guys to understand what I want. Okay. On my Thanksgiving, I told Alexis this. I told her this last Thanksgiving. I said, I am going to get a smoker and I'm going to smoke some brisket, maybe some pork, and I would much rather in a million years eat a smoked sausage or a smoked brisket rather than bland, plain bullshit turkey. And that's just the end of that's the end of it for me. That's the end of the conversation. Turkey is not that good. You pour gravy on it to make it taste good. That's what you do, okay? And I would much rather eat smoked sausage, right? Smoked pork, and to be honest with you, here's one thing I've never tried, and maybe this would change my opinion on it. A smoked turkey. I've never eaten a smoked turkey before. That might be the key, if you will, for me to eat turkey on Thanksgiving, is you smoke a turkey, but I've never eaten it like that. I've only ever eaten it like cooked in the oven, and they do the whole basting thing, and then they take it out and they cut it up, and then there's the meat it's okay, but it doesn't taste like anything. It tastes like fucking nothing, literally. Here's how I'm gonna sum this thing up right here, okay? The only time we put turkey in the oven one time a year for a reason. We put turkey in the oven for one time a year for a reason. It's not that fucking good. And that's what you gotta do. That's your reality. That's what you need to accept. You put a turkey in the oven 1 out of 365 days because it's not that good. And that's the end of it. That's bottom line. It's the only time you're gonna eat a turkey because it's not that good, bro. This year, dead ass, I'm trying to smoke some food this year. Honey, don't let me forget, I'm getting a smoker. All right, I'm tweeting this list. You guys are acting like I'm afraid to tweet this list. This is my Thanksgiving tier list. Now, one thing I'm going to say, I don't think I'm going to say this is the best because this is just mine, but I'm going to tweet this one. Wait, do it again, Whips. Do it again with my hood down. I look like an idiot. Hang on. I already know this one's going to get ripped apart, bro.